So is that hand embroidered?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's very hand embroidered. Like no hoop, nothing. Just some
That is slow
thread
fashion.
I had.
That is the epitome of slow fashion right
Yeah.
there.
1, 2, 3.
Hello everyone and good morning. Welcome back to another video from GreenecoStyle. My name is Raylene and I'm here to help you shop sustainably and maintain the clothes you still love. So today we are pleased to be speaking with Izzy Nilsson, the creator and designer of VitaNova. Izzy is a second-year apparel technology student at Olds College and will be graduating this year with a major in fashion. So without further ado, Izzy Nilsson.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule, Izzy, to come and speak with GreenecoStyle.
No problem.
Yes, thank you so much. So let's just get right into it. What is VitaNova?
So VitaNova is my fashion brand. It means new life in Latin. And Nova is also my middle name. So I thought that it just worked perfectly.
That's sweet.
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah. Okay, cool. The next question here then is what inspired you to create your own fashion brand now? And I realize that you're doing this as you're still in school.
So I knew that after my first year, during the summer, I wanted to keep busy.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought starting out my fashion brand would be good to build a portfolio. And I thought Instagram was probably the easiest way to do that. I already knew how to establish myself, so I did that.
Okay, so that's your brand.
Yeah.
That's really cool. So I noticed that you had another aspect on it when I researched your brand, that you were taking old thrifted apparel and then you were changing it up and making it new again.
Okay.
And then selling it to the viewers. So what inspired you in doing that?
So it all stemmed from probably when I was younger. I used to have to thrift all my Halloween costumes.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
okay.
so I had to make everything like my own and like work with what was there. And that kind of transferred on to later life. And I always wanted to kind of stand out and like...
Oh, yeah.
Thrifting's the best way to do that. Like, you can find one-of-a-kind pieces. And I kind of just thought, after I went to school and learned more about fast fashion, I kind of want everyone to get the products that they see big brands doing, but in a more sustainable way.
Exactly. Like, that's what we're here, you know. Like, GreenecoStyle is all about slowing down the apparel industry.
Yeah.
So I just love promoting people like you, up-and-coming, you know, new designers, slow fashion.
Yeah.
You know, because that's what it's all about. I love it. 100%. Okay, so I have another question for you.
Okay.
So let's get right into it. How is VitaNova changing the apparel industry?
So with VitaNova, I want to move consumers away from fast fashion and to supporting more local businesses. I want them to understand that when you buy from me, you're paying fair wages to me, you're paying for the time that I put in to create the product, the materials buying it, the hours of failure, and like the unique product that you're left with that nobody else will have.
So it would be very sustainable and also ethical. I love it so much because you know where it's coming from.
Yeah.
This is really cool to be talking to the designer and creator, that you are doing the whole package deal. Yeah. Because I know that that's a lot of work to do all of it.
Yeah, right now it's just me.
Exactly. So then do you hope to be hiring people to be sewing maybe?
Hope to hire people who have the same... managing people who have the same passions as me, who want to move away from fast fashion, who also want to make sure they're paid a fair wage. So I would just want to make a bigger business. But everyone's getting paid. Like, all my workers would get paid fair wages, everything. It would just be like, they're just under my brand.
And do you hope to be staying in Canada then? Or where do you see yourself?
Let's
just say 5 years from now. So now you're graduated, and VitaNova is flying, and you're just...
Probably in a big city, because that's basically where I could see myself. Probably, I would like to move to BC.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's probably where... Nelson?
Yeah.
BC? You know? I think my brand would really flourish there.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah. And like, I'm actually thinking about moving there in April.
Oh nice!
So that's really funny that you say that. It's either Nelson or the East Coast, like, or not the East Coast, the island.
Yeah,
like
that's where I was born.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You were born on Vancouver Island?
Yeah,
Whereabouts? Nanaimo!
Yeah.
Oh, dude! Okay, this
Yeah.
is exciting.
Yeah.
I was thinking about more like Tofino or Ucluelet area.
Yeah, I like Tofino.
Because I love the ocean so much.
Mm-hmm.
So, and now I realize they're getting off topic.
Oh,
okay,
like,
really cool.
yeah.
BC.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that is the place to go, is BC, because I realized that you can go somewhere that's really big in fashion in Canada, like Montreal.
Yeah.
Montreal is like the fashion capital of Canada, right? But BC is like all about sustainability and ethical designs and brands and stuff like this. So that's like that makes sense. You will definitely flourish in BC. I believe that.
Yeah, I think BC is probably the most ready to accept what I stand for.
Definitely. I think so too.
Yeah.
So why should everyday consumers buy slow fashion instead of fast fashion? So like yourself, you are slow fashion.
So like I said, you know that you're getting a quality product made ethically, fair wages, but also in the fact that anything that big fashion brands can do is usually from a smaller brand. It's usually ripped off.
You're right.
So why not just support the business that's doing it?
Of course.
Yes, you're going to pay a little bit more, but what consumers need to understand is that's fair wages. Like, you're paying for the time that it takes to make the product. Your money's not just going into a big brand, just going into the name of it, and the workers aren't getting paid like anything.
Yeah, and I find that's a big issue, because I think it was actually since like the 1950s. It's been like a long time ago since consumerism has become a big thing.
Yeah.
And people just buy and throw away, and it's just this constant thing, and that's why we have this big pile of apparel everywhere. Yeah. And like the landfills of the oceans, or they go back to these third world countries where they were first created. Yeah. It's terrible. And then we're like, oh yeah, we're doing them a solid by giving them back the clothes that they made us.
That we're done with.
But we're done with. We're giving them our garbage now.
Yeah. I think it's hard to tell people to never buy a new article of clothing again.
Exactly.
I know that's not realistic. That's what you're told. Everyone's like, well, just stop buying. We can't. Maybe one day I would like us to just, like what you're doing, fix what we already have. But in the meantime, with how fast we just consume stuff, I'd like to turn it to more like thrifting, reworking, get that more like building before we can just be happy with what we have in our closets.
Exactly, I know. And I was actually talking to my roommate about this last night, and it is a big issue in that aspect, because we've just kind of grown up in this society where we just go out and we can easily buy like a $5 shirt from Joe Fresh or something. Yeah. But it's not good quality, so then you have to get rid of it. But it's
so
like
you're purchasing like every season instead of taking that money. It looks like a good deal in the long aspect, but you're taking that money that you would use to buy like 5 of those shirts, and you're putting it into more quality.
Exactly.
It's just the instant gratification of, well, that's $5. Do I really need it? No, but it's $5.
I know. Yeah. It's so bad. Yeah. It's like, it's just like our mindset. It's like, oh, good deal because it's cheap. So I have another question for you. This is the final question. Okay. If you could change one thing about the apparel industry for the better, what would it be?
I would change the way people are normalizing fast fashion and how a lot of people don't see a problem with it. I like to educate people more on how harmful it is, and I'd like to move them towards supporting local businesses.
Exactly. Support local, and I understand that local businesses and new upcoming sustainable brands, we are more pricey, of course, because you're paying for the quality. And for people that maybe don't want to invest the money in that, then they can still thrift. Yeah. Right? That is still an option too.
Yeah, that's like with my reworked pieces.
Yes.
It's thrifted pieces, so you're getting them. I'm not upcharging for the... Okay. I'm not taking pieces from the thrift store and upcharging just because I found a piece. You're just paying for the time that I put in to
so you just
rework it. Like, add some cuter buttons, or like
yes.
I have these pair of jeans, I cut them into shorts, the bottom part of the jeans are now a bucket hat.
Okay,
so that's kind of like reworked. You're just kind of paying for my time.
So it's just your time that you put into it. So you don't cost out any notions that you would add onto it, or what you bought at the store. You just put your time in. Like that's what you would just. It would
be the product. Like I wouldn't. When I try to go thrifting, I try to get like, you know, sometimes they upcharge it at like big places. I try to do like find like a $3 shirt or like $4 pair of pants. That cost would be into it, but you would just pay for my time and like the notions on top of it. So it's not like how people just buy the clothing garment as is and resell it.
Yeah, I know a lot of people do that. It's like I don't like really like that.
Soft capitalism.
Oh my goodness, that's terrible. It's like, what are you doing to these people? That's not fair, because like you just got this at a
store. That later just raises prices at thrift stores.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I've been thrifting since I was a kid. This is just something that I've known my whole life. Like I just never had the money to buy like brand names, and now that I'm like making my own money, I don't even want to buy brand names. I want to thrift. I want to rework pieces that are already put into the industry. They're already there. They're already taking up space. Yep. So why not just work with what's there?
Exactly. Actually, I love this shirt, by the way.
Oh, perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, this is really cool.
I actually made this one underwire from like an old bra that I had when I was like 11. Bought this fabric. And then this shirt is just an old shirt I had lying around, and I was getting bored of it, so I just embroidered parts.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I see that. Yeah. That's really cool.
Yeah.
So is that hand embroidered?
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, that's very hand embroidered. Like no hoop, nothing. Just some
that is
thread
fashion.
I had.
That is the epitome of slow fashion right there. Hand sewn hearts. Wow, that's really cool. And your bag too, I was actually Googling that. That's really cool.
Yeah, this is just a bag that I made. I was like, oh, I love cow print, red, that's very me, very my brand. And I was like, okay, I need to make it.
Oh, yeah.
And this pattern that I have that I made is actually just like at the beginning of school, they give you like a bag that you have to make and do a whole bunch of like different sewing styles and stuff on it. And I just took that pattern and just put it on this.
Wow.
Yeah, I just used that pattern.
So did you make this in school then?
Yeah, I made it after school, but yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's sweet. Do you mind? Can I see that?
Yeah. Fur is very fun to sew.
Yeah.
That lining is actually lining that I have for my other projects, so we're using there.
Y'all can't see it, but that's really fancy lining right there. Well, you have a good head on your shoulders, man. Yeah. You know, it was really cool talking with you about this.
Thank you.
And I'm sure, yeah, of course. I know we could dive deeper, but I don't want to sound a little crazy to the viewers, because I talk about this forever because I'm just so passionate about it.
Me too.
But yeah, thank you so much for coming out.
No problem.
I really appreciate having you. Hello again, everyone. Thanks for sticking around to the end of the video. I needed to make this little clip at the end because since the recording of this video, Izzy has changed her branding. So she is not Izzy Nova anymore. She is now MadebyEnby. Okay, so her Instagram is completely different now as well. If you still want to check her out, she's still out there. She is still designing, and now she is also styling. So if you want to check her Instagram, it's MadebyEnby, MadebyEnby, or her blog is also in her little bio on her Instagram, and that's where she'll be doing some styling, and she'll be showing what she's been working on as well with her designs. So her blog, if you just wanted to check that out, it is madebyenby.blogspot.com/?m. Thank you, and that's it. Check her out. She's pretty cool, and yeah, I hope everybody enjoyed this video. Thank you so much again for making it to the end, the most important part of the video. By the way, this is her logo. And yeah, so keep an eye out. Okay, thank you again. That's all I have to say. So have a gravy day, everybody, and stay hydrated. into the intro. Oh no! We have to stop this right now.